How are you doing? In this video, I'm going to talk about something. I'm over 41 years of age, right? And I've been through a lot in my life. Been through a lot, okay? And I want to just say a couple of things. Because I can't, I just say things from my angle. I can't say things like what it's like for everybody. But I'm going to talk about money, right? And I'm going to give you an example about money now. Now, a lot of people, okay, there's a lot of people out there that want to save more money. They want to earn more money. They want to earn more money. And saving it would be a good thing, of course, for the future. Every little helps, even, fair enough, okay? But let's just be realistic. Let's be real for a moment. Absolutely, really true. Because I'm going to show you something now. I'm going to tell you something that not everybody's going to tell you, and you're not going to think about it by yourself necessarily. Surely, for absolute sure, so I'm going to share this thing with you. Think of how much, it may have been a lot, it may have been a little, but let's just say, in total, throughout your life, throughout your whole life now, no matter what your age is, really, think about how much money you've spent on stuff. Yeah, that didn't even mean anything. You could have done without, you know, like how much money is spent on certain food items and stuff like that. Even just like, things that you didn't have to. Stuff on the side, and just things in general that you've spent money on, things on the side, And look at your life. Maybe you're the kind of person that always is trying to or hoping to maybe earn a bit extra. There's a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of people that would do something on the side just to get a bit extra, whether it be, and I'm speaking English money, but it could be any money from all around the world, any currency, but I'm just using English pounds, okay, for an example. So you want to earn an extra 100 or 200. It could be any currency. I'm just giving you an example, okay? It could be earn a couple hundred more, or 100 or a couple of hundred, or it could be earn 10 or 20, whatever more, And you're looking at it, or you'll go and try to snag it. You'll try to get that bit extra just to get it, And you may, as usual, like people do per month, a lot of the time you work really hard for such a small wage in general compared to the amount of time and energy lost in your life you can never get back. Some people like their jobs, but for some people, it's a waste of damn life, like it is for me, It's just torture, like a slave, But anyway, survival, just literally for survival. It's not playing around. But yeah, there are still people out there that will do that even for a quick extra bit, and I've done it too. So think about overtime when you do overtime and stuff like that in a job, and you end up getting an extra 10, 20, whatever it is. In England, it'd be pounds. In other parts of the world, it might be different money. It might be even 100 or 200. And you look at it and you try to get that. But like, what do you do with a lot of money yourself too? You probably spend more. You probably waste more or spend more on things than you'll earn that for. So let's imagine you're a few things times throughout a year. In 1 year, where you could I'm going to earn an extra 100 here or earn an extra 100 there. Things like that. And it's like, it's not a lot, but in your mind, you're like, oh, if I can grab that, it's like something. What is that going towards? What is it going towards? And what do you do with it? And then what else are you paying out that doesn't even need to be paying out? So it's like, I've heard this saying before. It's an old saying or an old story. I've never even heard it properly, but I've heard people talking about was it a panda or a bear or something? A panda picking up like corn on the cob, corn cobs. And Sweet Gunny, he picks up bundles of them, and every time he picks another one up, he drops another one because he can't carry them all, sort of thing. And those kind of things where people do stuff like that, where they pick something up, and they can't carry them all. They're always trying to pick up more, and they always drop in more. You pick up one, you drop one. It's like they always and a lot of the time people are like, they'll pick up one, and they will lose either instantly or within a certain time frame, which is not too long usually. They'll lose or waste or spend 2 or 3, 4, 5 when they earn the one. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, if you look back on your life and think of the amount of times you've paid for things, fast food or whatever it might be, a quick whatever, or just something for the sake of it, you know what I mean? Or paid for things that just didn't even need to be paid for. And a lot of things, there are things that made a day of it, made a moment, or pleased you at the time. And the mind is important too, the mind and the body. But a lot of the time, it's because our minds were weak. A lot of people's minds were so weak that they couldn't actually, focus. They were so focused on that. If they were focused on something else or not in that whatever mind frame state they were in, or if they weren't drawn to that thing, then they would have been quite happy doing something else. But it was like that was the quick thing to do at the time. You know what I mean? So it's almost like lashing out when you lose your temper and you end up punching a wall or something or doing something crazy and hurting your hand, which I've done too, silly things in the past. It's the same thing where you'll reach out for something, like people that are addicted to alcohol and drugs and stupid shit, and rather than put their mind and focus somewhere else, they might be depressed about some bad stuff they're going through in their lives at that time, or it might be because they just wanted to buy it for the sake of it, or somebody else was buying something, so they bought it. You see, they make the wrong choices, and it's like there you go again. They constantly waste money. But if you look at your life, like whether it's good stuff or bad stuff, like how much worth was it really to you, And if you look at your life and say, if you look back on your life and think about it, a lot of the stuff we've forgotten. But that stuff that we did back in the day, there might have been 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or any time you could have been doing some overtime in a job because you wanted to get that extra £10 or £20. Okay, where is it now? Or hundreds, I don't care. Where is it now? You probably spent hundreds and thousands in any currency over the years, and you don't even know you've done it, and you've still got by. You're lucky as well, but it's like you could have saved it. But at that time, in those moments, you thought it was the right thing to do. It may have made your day better. Certain things, it may have helped you in some way along the line, a day in your life or a moment in your life. They can add up to how you are today, yes, but there's a lot of stuff that doesn't. There's a lot of things that just didn't have to be done and didn't have to be paid for, and you went out of your way to earn extra money, and you wasted it. Well, you wasted more money somewhere else. So in 10 years, let's say the past 10 years, there's probably things you've paid for, or 20 years, there's things you've paid for, and then you've gone to try to earn a bit extra money here and there, and then you've spent more than that, more than you've earned, the extra money, I'm saying. And what have you got to show for it? It's like, wow, if you didn't spend all that money like so easily like that and instantly, and if you would have also earned some extra money, then you could say maybe that's a little something and you put it towards something else or save it for the future. But still, mostly people don't. So it's like people are constantly stuck in this mind frame of trying to earn more money, but they're constantly wasting more money too. It's just bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Because not only is it that, it's not even a case of earning that little bit of extra money. They'll go out of their way to earn a little bit of extra money and make out that they're doing a good thing. Or it might be good, yeah, it could be used for good, but a lot of times it's like, is it? How good are they doing things? They try and earn a little bit extra money, just that little bit, and what happens is they be working a whole day, or like another whole day or more days, just to get a little bit of money. You're using so much time of your life that you can never get back. You get more money, and you spent so much over the years. So just think about that. You go to earn 100, whatever it is, or 20, or 100, or 200, or 10, or 2, whatever it is, for some overtime or some little side job thing, one off here and there, and you think you're doing a thing. But in 10, 20 years' time, is that still going to matter? If you look back on your life, you'll know how much was the money that you earned in the past, like overtime work and things like that, or specific side job, little things. Where is that money now? Did it affect you in the long? Did it actually do things that have led to a better life of you now where you're living? Or you look back at your life and maybe you were sitting in a KFC or some restaurant somewhere and you're spending money on food. It's just like you didn't have to. It's all right sometimes to eat what you want, but you know what I'm saying? You may have been like looking and think how much money actually went as well. You spent on stuff. £5 here, or whatever it is, dollars or whatever. You spent that here, that and there, 5 here, 5 there, 10 here, 20 there. We're talking hundreds upon hundreds have been spent, and they add up to the thousands over the years too. And so you just like constantly trying to pick at little bits because you see a chance to get an extra 10 or an extra 100 or whatever it is, or 20 or 200. It's like, for what? Is it going to add up to like things in the long run? And then you spend your whole day, like an extra whole day or two, like doing tasks to just to get that extra bit. And it's like, hang on a minute. It's like, I'd rather another day in my life, because you may never be absolutely rich and living in a mansion, but like, for fuck's sake, you've got a life to live. Whether you're 40 or whether you're 60, you've got a fucking life to live. And there's people in their 20s that don't know that. There's people in their 80s that will be probably still talking about money like that. And there's people in their 20s looking up to whoever, thinking, yeah, we've got to do that money. But look, if you had a lot of money, then what would you do with it too, with your life? This is the problem. A lot of people don't know what they would like to do with their lives, or they don't even value their time. They just live for the number. That's all there is, number, the money, So how are they living? I'm not trying to judge people. I'm just saying that what is the overall goal, or what is the overall? If there's no goal, then fine, you're in the experience of the now. So what is the now and the experience of now? Just trying to earn, like earn for what? And you're spending it. They'll have more than enough money for their future, and they still wouldn't know what to do if they were rich. People just want to earn and spend, or spend and earn, and complain about what they spent it on, and earn and try and earn more, and play their days away for pickings, I say. And there's people out there fucking starving, fucking barely scraping the fucking actual physical existence of survival, like myself. Something to think of. Focus on your nature and health